Hey everybody, and welcome to the stream. This is TK421, and I am your Nebulous Commander. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. Thankfully, sounds like the game's loading up this time. This is actually my third time trying to load it up, and it just got stuck on the loading screen every time. Music kept playing the whole time, though, so I'm hoping it's actually going to go through this time. If not, I'm going to have to go back to... There we go. Alright, actually letting us in. Much better for sure. Don't know what's been going on with that, but that's the life of a Star Citizen, you know. Bugs after bugs after bugs. I see Lumiere's jumping in. I appreciate that. We've actually got her brother over with us tonight, so might be a little louder than what you're used to in the background, and that's why she won't be joining us for this stream as well. That damage took a while to register. But yeah, so we're going in, we're continuing hunting for the Halloween masks. Specifically, the only one we still need right now is the Vanduul Mask, so that's what we're going for. Hopefully we can find one. Plan's gonna be about the same as it has been the last few weeks. Just, I'm on my own tonight, so that's in some ways will be a benefit, in some ways will be a curse. At least I don't have to worry about splitting the loot, but it will take a little bit longer each time we're looting a place. So we're gonna go ahead and try and get started here. I can take something smaller, really. I've been flying the Cutlass. I love the Cutlass. I don't know if the Vanduul Scythe has any, which I still have no idea why I have this ship. So that's a little confusing for me, but yeah, we're gonna, I mean, I haven't flown the whole A the whole time I've had access to it, but I don't really want to either. How about we just take the 125 out, because we've been taking the Cutlass a lot here recently. I don't have the second passenger with me, so the
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following
additional speed and acceleration might help us out a little bit, especially when we're exiting atmospheres. Although, VTOL jets on the Cutlass make that a little easier as well. So let's just kind of see how we can do. Let's see. Hadn't accepted missions or anything yet, as you've seen. So we'll go ahead and get our, let's see. Let's make sure we got some food and water on us, actually. Or at least some cruises. There we go. We'll go ahead and drink one right now while we're at it as well. Well, I guess I ought to take my mask off. I don't want to drink anything. It's a little dehydrating, but it'll be worth it. It's fine. We'll sleep off those effects. Not doing anything too... Nope, not drink. I really meant for you to drop that, but oh well. At least now it'll all be empty. Once the game is actually realized and loot doesn't despawn like that, we probably won't litter as much, but for now, it's probably already despawned, and if not, it will be very shortly, so... Oh, come on. Chugging along. Here we go. Alright, we'll go ahead and get to our seat, and while we're waiting on that hangar door to open, we'll go ahead and accept all of our missions, the call to arms, and whatever box mission we're going to go on first. If we can find two with the same pickup location, we might go ahead and take them both at the same time, but I don't really feel like dealing with paying too much attention to it right now. When I'm not streaming and I'm just focused on running box missions, that's typically what I'll be doing, is running multiples at a time to maximize profitability and whatnot, but not too much of a thing right now. Let's see. Going ahead and going into Mercenary. We got a call to arms. Always want to take a call to arms. You never know when you're going to have to kill a baddie or two. Oh, didn't mean to abandon that. I'm being stupid. Sorry about that. Call to arms, accept offer. Boom. See if it actually stays. Yeah, okay. Takes a minute to populate, but we got there. Delivery missions. What's... Oh, that's under personal. Good thing I wasn't trying to accept any of those. Here we are. Let's see. This one is Yella, Daymar, then Chellin. We could probably find one with only 2 moons as pickup and delivery points. Yella, Daymar, Chellin. Daymar, Chellin, Yella. Wow. Okay, so no great ones right now, it's looking like. All of them are taking us to at least 3 moons. It's rather annoying. We are not fans. Let's see. On this one, let's see. At least pickup's close for these two, because Yella's what we're orbiting right now on Grim Hex, so we'll just kind of see. We'll probably just take end up taking one of those and see what we can do. Yeah. That one's fine. Go ahead and track it. And off we're gonna go.
You are clear to launch.
Landing gear up.
You are clear to launch.
And we'll go ahead. Ooh. Always forget about that. I still have not been able to figure out why that bug's occurring. Been part of why I haven't wanted to play as much here recently as usual. Maybe we'll get lucky and find a Vanduul Mask right here off the rip, and then we can go do something else. I know box missions are certainly not the most entertaining of content for you guys, so hopefully, you know, we don't got to run them the whole time. I'll probably only be gone for a couple hours tonight. Started a little late, but that's fine, you know. Don't need the quantum drive anymore. We'll go ahead and turn cruise control on, just save our wrist a little bit here. Go ahead and throttle back on speed. Come on. Uh-oh. There's a ship up there. It's marked as friendly right now, but so is everybody else until they shoot at you, just about, so. Have to keep an eye on that. Hopefully they don't wait till we land and blow up our ship. That could be rather annoying. Oh, yeah, that is not friendly. Oh. Oh. Come on. Kills. Yeah, I think that's a player. And we are not in a ship to fight him in.
Check fire.
But they are likely to try to kill us if we land. Oh, okay. I'm sure you can all see why I like the 125A so much. That maneuverability and control within the atmosphere is just nearly unmatched. Of course, you got things like the Gladius and actual dedicated fighters that are a little better, but man, as a starter ship, it does not get any better than that.
Docking request initiated.
No, I don't.
Docking has been denied. Landing gear deployed.
Alright, engines off. Let's go ahead and get out of the ship before they launch missiles. Worst case scenario, we can at least loot this place and put anything into local storage, write it down and come back for it. Even if we can't complete the box mission, that's not really our primary goal here. It's just something to do while we're at it. Oh, I never put my mask back on, did I? That could have been dangerous. I was wondering why it was so cold. Alright, better. Now we won't immediately suffocate to death on some of the more toxic planets. There's all the boxes we need, but we're gonna go ahead and loot first before we worry about those. Really all we care about it. I was sure I had a gun equipped. I'm pretty sure somebody just came in behind us. That's why that's important. I do have a gun equipped, but he won't pull it out. Oh, this is an armistice zone, isn't it? Well, that's good. So he can't come in here and shoot us in FPS combat anyway. So... when I say red boxes, I do not mean these. People who... I'll show one when I find it. Doesn't look like it'll be in this building here, though. I'm still a little curious as to what that Sentinel, that Harbinger, was doing, just floating around up there like that, but... as long as he doesn't try and kill us, I'm fine. I'm just gonna put all these into the airlock. Wow, that's right. This will be annoying. Never mind, I'll put the other... oh, dang. It opened up for me. That was unnecessary. Shouldn't have left my door open on the ship either, actually. No one was up there. I'm acting like a noob a little bit here. Sorry about that, guys. But... I think we're all guilty of it sometimes, though. It doesn't really matter how long you've been playing. Every now and then you're gonna pull something like that, and every now and then somebody will even check you on it. But we're gonna hope for the best this time. Looked like that dude was way AFK too. He didn't shoot back at us. He didn't even file a claim against us or anything. So, oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, typically we would be using our dang. Okay. Will you open? Thank you. Oh, how did you get back inside? Some bullish there. Okay, that's just not how this is supposed to work. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, with the multi-tool not working. Indeed. I appreciate the good wishes. And it's all good. I hope he enjoys playing some Skyrim in there. I believe they are still Skyrim VRing in there, so best of luck to them. Shoot, I kind of wish I was, to be honest. But we love the Star Citizens. We do. Hasn't been super kind to us this update. Was really excited about 3.18, but it looks like we're gonna have to wait a while on that. Of course, we've got IAE, the International Aerospace Expo, coming up in November, and that should be a good time. All the concept ships and everything should be on sale, and they'll be doing a free fly event just like the last time. I'll probably do another push for to get referrals. Hopefully I'll have everything together a little early this time, so it's not quite as shambles as last time. But I'd like to do another giveaway. It fell flat last time. The reason y'all never got an update video on that is because I only had one person enter the contest, actually, and that was Lumiere, my fiance. So didn't quite work out too well, but we will run it again and see if anybody else wants to get in on the game. I mean, it's one of my highest viewed videos on the channel. A lot of people interacted with it. Just, I guess, people either got lost along the process of signing up as a referral or just didn't want to go all the way through it. But I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the views and stuff, but I'd really like to have some more friends to get in the game and play with. So, you know, do not hesitate. You know, if I'm running a giveaway like that, I've budgeted it out and decided it's something I want to do. So do not hesitate to follow through and sign up for that giveaway, because I am more than happy and willing to go ahead and get y'all one. I'm not going to be anything big, just the starter package for the game. But, you know, if you've been on the fence about trying Star Citizen for a while, you know, it's a good way to get in and see if you like it, and just have access to it throughout the entire process of the game being built, so you can come back after new stuff's in. I know plenty of people who originally bought the game, you know, 5 or 6 years ago and just played it once, never came back because they didn't like what they had, and then all of a sudden they signed in this year, and it's been a whole different world for them, and they've enjoyed it. So it's one of the better parts about it is there's a lot of yeah, there's a lot of things being added every year, so even if you're not a huge fan of what you're seeing right now, you know, the game's a long way off from being done. We still only have this one star system. They say they want to have at least 10 in game before launch, so, and they'll all be just this detailed and ready, so it's exciting. I really wanted to do some of the Elite Dangerous activities that have been going on since their most recent update. Odyssey 14, I think is what it was. I've been following it, and it looks super cool. I'm glad they're actually doing something with the Thargoids in there now. But, man, everything got updated all at once. In fact, there's been like 2 or 3 No Man's Sky updates now since the last time I've been in there, and man, I'm kind of scared I'll never catch up at this point. I'm a, you know, 1400 hour No Man's Sky vet, you know, that's been my game for a long time. I haven't done any of it on the channel, though. hopefully they'll run all the expeditions from this year over again at the end of the year like they did last year. You know, like how they put them all in a short run so that anybody who missed them could do a condensed version of each one and get all the rewards and whatnot. I'm really hoping they'll do that again this year because I've missed, I think, honestly, every single one of them. And aside from just wanting those upgrades, I feel like that would be a super great way to introduce that game to chat. Not that I'm sure just about anybody who's watching this channel is going to be aware of No Man's Sky, but you know, hadn't seen me play it yet, so. So this one was a big fat goose egg, not a single red chest here, which is really sad. Normally in these multi-building outposts like this, you'll find at least a couple, so a little disheartening not to have a single one. But what can you do? So we'll go ahead and head towards their first drop-off. I think there's... No, none of them were here on yellow. That's right. There's going to be 1 on Shellin and 2 on Daymar. So basically whatever we find ourselves looking at first while we're in Quantum is going to be where we're going to go. Being a space UPS man, you see. After the Halloween update, we'll get back into some more compelling gameplay for most of you. We'll go fight some people and do everything else that y'all like to see. But man, I really want this Vanduul Mask. I didn't think I'd ever have access to it because it was actually an exclusive from 3 or 4 years ago in a very special event that they had run. So, but I guess they decided to go ahead and run it at least once more. Which I appreciate the hell out of, because it's pretty sweet. For anybody who doesn't know, the Vanduul are alien species within the universe of this game that looks like we'll be hitting Daymar first. But yeah, they're an alien species, and they're actually the most aggressive towards humans at the moment. We've been in a probably 200-year war against them within the universe, off and on. It's relatively interesting, but I'm not gonna get too deep into the lore, you know, myself. On here, that's just not the topic at hand. But just to kind of clarify for anybody who may be watching that's unaware. If I get my hands on the mask, I can show you what they look like. Yeah, we'll have 3.17.4 as the next major update, launching sometime before International Aerospace Expo. We can almost be sure of that. It'll be necessary. I imagine a lot of the assets and whatnot that they'll be using in there aren't even in the game yet because of just the potential of data miners getting their hand on them and us know about them beforehand. And there's a ship down there too, Jesus. So it'll almost certainly be looted because it looks like, I'm pretty sure that ship has landed, which will mean that it's a player. No, NPCs don't land at random stations like that at this point in the game's development. So this place is almost certainly looted already. In fact, we might have to fight this guy. And he may kill us, you know. I don't know. No telling. I'm probably about 50-50. He's in a nomad, so he's in a... He's either a new player or just in a starter ship like I am, so... Decent chance he may be friendly. We might try and go ahead and come on proximity chat and find out here in a minute, but we'll have to land first for sure. It's an armistice zone, so we won't have to fight him. Unless he decides to take off and, you know, blow us up from the sky. Engines off. I said engines off. Game doesn't want to listen, but... Come on, engines. Oh. And 30k. Hadn't had one of those in 4 or 5 play sessions, but... Whole server just crashed out, so everybody in here just got booted. Hopefully I didn't... Well, I will have definitely have... Oh, that's right. Let's go ahead and go to a just chatting screen, guys. If I get another 30k, I honestly might just go ahead and switch over to another game. Just play a couple rounds of Fortnite or whatever. I don't got the time to... Especially with it already... taking me 3 times to try to load in to actually get into the game. That was pretty frustrating for me earlier, and don't really want to go through with it again. So we're going to see if it'll load in pretty quick here. If I have a lot of trouble with it, I'll probably go ahead and call it and switch games real quick. Sorry about that, especially for anybody who comes in later on, because I don't think I'm going to be able to edit the title of the stream or anything. Let me see. Obviously, after it's uploaded, I can change the name of the VOD afterwards, but... Yeah, no, it's not like Twitch. I can't just change mid-broadcast like that, so... If we do end up having to switch games, it'll just be that. We'll be switching games as it is, and won't really be anything much else to do about that. Until the VOD goes up later, and I'll go ahead and change it from, you know, Star Citizen and Fortnite. But... I guess I could do the Cyberpunk thing. Me too, yeah. Twitch is kind of cool about that. You can just hit your streamer's dashboard and change the title of your stream. For YouTube, I mean, it's not like I couldn't end the stream and just start a new one up right afterwards, you know what I mean? But I don't know, you know, I just feel weird about that going live, you know, unless it's at least a few hours apart anyway, in the same day, multiple times, you know, just don't want to spam people's inboxes and stuff. You're not that there's a whole lot of subscribers I have to worry about that or anything, but even for just a few of you. I think yep, I was in bed with a dead guy here, so that's always fun. Oh, I did get back into the game, just realized. Here we are. Yeah, I was in bed with a dead guy there, so that's Oh, he voted for Cyberpunk? Okay, well, if I switch... I mean, I'll be starting an... yeah, I'll almost certainly be starting a new character if I do go in, so... And with how little time will be in the stream, by that point, you know... I probably won't get very far out of character creation, but, And honestly, I haven't ran the stream tests for that game yet, so I'm not quite sure what all settings I need to activate to avoid, you know, legal issues, because that game has nudity. So, definitely want to run a couple of tests and make sure I have all my settings right before I hit go live on that. Man, there's just dead bodies all over this place.
Welcome to
Did
the
you
ASOP
store
vehicle retrieval
my
system.
125? You did.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
But yeah, so because of that, I'll probably go, if I do have to switch, if there's another 30k here, I'm not putting up with that, you know, I'm just going to switch over. I'll play a couple of games of Fortnite and then probably just call it good for the night. But hopefully, I mean, this lobby actually feels really good. Like, it's crisp. My frames are staying. I hadn't had any drops. Even when I first loaded in there. I know I left it on the just chatting screen for a second, so y'all didn't see it. But even when I first loaded in, everything was smooth. I didn't drop anything. So hopefully this is a new server and we just don't even have to worry about it. Well, we're both watching while VR finishes downloading, so we're excited to see you play for either. Awesome. Well, it looks like it's just going to be Star Citizen. I'm believing in the power of the new server. I guess I probably should have went ahead and accepted missions and stuff. Ah, the majestic glory of my beautiful ship. But I appreciate... It's got the power. Yeah. Call to arms. Got that. And then we can check out a delivery mission. We've got... Let's see. Something sending us to 2. Daymar. Well, this one, 3 of them are on Daymar, 1's on Shellin, so that's really good. 3 on Shellin, 1 on Yella. Alright, they're trying to spare us here a little bit. This is even better because we're really close to Yella, so we'll probably, even though it's 2 and 2, we'll probably take, yeah, probably take that one. That one has us flying around to collect stuff, including Port Olisar, which... actually isn't that bad, but nah, we're gonna try to avoid. I couldn't find my muscle emoji. I was gonna remind you about call to arms, indeed. I think we take this one. Bada bing, bada boom. 1. Oh, there it is. Get out of the way, you big-ass asteroid. Big asteroid, if you will. Oh, I guess I probably should have actually tracked my delivery mission. Once again, acting like a noob, so... there we go. Yeah, not with only a couple hours to stream tonight. I won't be putting up with a whole bunch of 30Ks and the like, you know. There's no sense in it. So, the game's actually been pretty stable this update, which I really appreciate of them, especially because once 3.18 comes out for real, we will no longer have stability for sure. That's just not going to exist. But it'll be really great for... the game's future overall. It's gonna add the persistence that everybody's been looking for, which granted it'll probably be end of year, early next year now before it comes out, even though it was already delayed 6 or 8 months before the most recent delay a couple weeks ago. So we're all pretty disappointed about that in the community. I mean, honestly, if you didn't expect it at least a little, then, you know, you were giving CIG way too much credit to begin with. But they're trying. They're some of the hardest working developers in the industry, you know, and yeah, they don't get everything done the way we want, but who could, you know? They're trying to do more for a video game than anybody ever has, and really nothing even compares to the scale that they're working on. So you got to be patient. It's just hard to do sometimes. So that's why I'm really excited to actually start my Cyberpunk playthrough. I feel like it'll be good for both me and for the stream, for the viewers, you know what I mean? I've had some down attitude on Star Citizen here recently, and it's not really the game's fault. It's just a lot of the same stuff, you know what I mean? We need more content, but the game's at a point right now where they're not really working on content that much. They're working on, you know, features and general game health, making Star Citizen what it's always meant to be, you know, so we appreciate that, but it can be frustrating from a long-time player perspective. Once again, no red boxes. It seems like they dropped the spawn rate on these things, which is frustrating at best. At least this one is not an armistice zone, because that would have also been annoying. So, boom. Go ahead and get them stacked up. And it's also only a single building. Open. Sasami mat. Gracias. Come on. You hang out right there so the door can't close. Thank you. Well. Made it. I'll put y'all on the other side of the ship real quick. Hey. Why do you keep disconnecting today? You are not working the way you should. At least you're working, though, I guess. Couldn't even use you in other places. But no, there's still plenty of content, so if you're thinking about getting into the game and trying it for the first time, you know, I highly recommend it. As I said, I'm a long-time player. I've got, you know, well over 1,000 hours in the game, you know, so it's not like there's not enough stuff to do. It's just when you've been playing for a long time, it seems that way because you've done everything quite a few times, you know. I say that, it's not like I've actually done everything. I missed out on Siege of Orison. Not Siege of Orison. I've done Siege of Orison quite a few times, but I missed out on Ninetales Lockdown. I haven't done it yet, and I have never done the Xenothreat live event either, which I kind of thought they'd run all of those this year, or excuse me, this update, because they kind of hinted at it. But so far, we've only had Siege of Orison and Ninetales Lockdown, and they did run Jump Town quite a bit at the very start of the update, you know, which was kind of cool, but, you know, after doing Jump Town 3 or 4 times, it's like, Not boring at all, but frustrating for sure. But I do have a plan. Next time it's out, Lumiere is gonna come with me, and we should be able to finesse some people. We're gonna go with the pirate side of jump down, and we're gonna hopefully take somebody. Well, it'll definitely be a video, if not a live stream, so y'all can stay tuned for that when it comes. But yeah, don't be sorry. I appreciate you for coming. How was work tonight?
Landing gear deployed.
Oof, oof. Accelerating a little too much here. Like I said, I've been flying that cutlass a little too much. Enjoyed myself, and so did Memphis. Caden had fun too, but I think he wants to go back soon. I'm sure he does. Yeah, I wish we had gotten to get out and see the city a little bit more. I intended to, but you know, I didn't get going till late, so we didn't have quite as much time down there, and then everything, you know, cooking took a little longer than I expected it would as well, so kind of got trapped at the house a lot more than what was originally intended. But I think he'd enjoy it if he could see a lot more of what's going on down there. But shoot, Caden's more than ready, more than welcome to ride down with me anytime, as I'm sure you know. It was bussin', yeah. That is what Memphis said. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah. I love cooking for everybody. I was glad to do it. I just thought I'd be able to get it done a little quicker is all. But I had a good time. I'm glad everybody enjoyed. That was the most important part for me. I gotta keep in mind that if I can use my multi-tool here, people can come in and shoot at me with a gun, so should probably go ahead and put this up. It was called it Bussin'. Hell yeah, I'm glad y'all enjoyed the Millionaire's Dinner. Indeed. My buddy Asmongold. Not actually affiliated with Asmongold in any way. But hey, I'm almost as bald as him, so that's great. Alright. back on the ship. I'll do the roast next time. Just need like a week notice to do it. LOL. I totally understand. I'll do my best, you know, as far as notice goes. Next time I'm intending on heading down. I don't think I'll be able to this upcoming week. I got I'll have a couple people out of town at work, and while I don't think I'll need to just report to work, I should probably be around just in case of the inevitable bullshit that'll occur. I think I had one more here, didn't I? Go ahead and... there we go. Where's coupled? Ah, yes. Decoupled flight is fun. I thought I had one more here on this moon. Or did I have a drop off? Oh, just a pickup and then one drop off and then both of the other. Okay, hold on, game. You're spinning wildly. I need that to stop. I turned coupled flight back on. So you should be working with me here. Okay, I guess both of the other drop... no, that's only one over there. I definitely still have 2 packages, so... oh well. We're going with... they're both over there. And if I have to fly back over here, I'll just flip the table, you know? Make it reasonable. They were both over here, just hiding behind each other. Almost like they were 101,000 kilometers away or something, so they looked real close. They're actually pretty close anyway. We have resorted to Cyberpunk downloading. Skyrim has failed us for tonight. Why are you downloading Cyberpunk? Oh, are you talking about on the PlayStation? In what way did Skyrim fail you? Downloading Skyrim has failed us. I should have punctualized my sentence. No, I mean, in what way has it failed you? I'm just, like, how? Okay, I'm not spinning. That needs to quit. But yeah, like, how did it... you mean you didn't, delete enough stuff? You don't have enough space on... your PlayStation, or didn't have enough space? Okay. Yeah, you gotta. I've told you like a billion times. You know, you gotta take like 2 or 3 hours and just sit down and just do that. You know, and you just refuse to, no matter how many times we talk about it. And eventually, you're gonna lose all of the data on there as a result of, yeah. And eventually you're going to lose everything stored on the PlayStation as a result of you refusing to do it, and then you're going to act all sad. But I've been telling you for almost a year now that, you know, you need to take the time one day and just sit down and get all of it all at once and stop trying to do the little bit at a time bullshit, because it's not working for you. And my ship is not responding the way it's supposed to right now. There we go. Yeah, eventually you'll lose everything on there, just as a direct result of not doing it. And then you won't have the clips or have ever had access to that storage space, and so it would have been a waste of it all being there to begin with, you know. Opportunity cost, just constantly going out the window every day that you don't do it, you know. That's the worst part, is it would literally take you 2 hours, you know. Not even like, you're not even sitting there like full on doing it the whole time, you know what I mean? That's including all of the writing and, you know, downloading time and stuff, you know what I mean? And each one of those is going to be, you know, 15 to 20 minutes of just sitting there where you could be doing something else, you know? So, it just doesn't make any sense any way you look at it. Instead of spending all night last night watching Dark, you should have been doing that, you know, because Dark was not worth anyone watching. I mean, stupid people who think they're intellectual would probably like that show, but it's garbage and should not be consumed by human beings. Okay, so it looks like this mission's broken and it probably won't finish. Yeah. That's complete and utter garbage. Don't know why or how, because I've had no problems with box missions this entire update, even while I've been playing them with her. Other than, you know, the nights where I just completely forget how to fly my spaceship and crash 11,000 times, as y'all have bared much witness to, and there are VODs to prove. But yeah, that was not my fault. I placed that exactly where it's supposed to go. Game didn't want to accept it, so this mission's going to be unpassable. We're still going to fly this last one to its destination. For shits and giggles and to search, but we've literally not even seen a red chest tonight either. We've been to at least 6 locations, so it seems like Star Citizen is just not worth playing right now. In less than an hour of gameplay, we've 30k'd out. Red chest, indeed. That's the same things we've been looking for the last 3 or 4 weeks. You know, there hasn't been any tonight. Not even one. And now the drop-off location for oh, there it is. Yeah, it has the loot that we need in it. I'm sure he's having a great time with the character building, especially in that game. All sorts of wild and crazy options. Well, I don't know. You can make some really homunculus looking fuckers in Skyrim and Fallout and shit, so it could be a good time. I have shit in this game too. Yeah, indeed. We're searching for red chests. That's really the only reason we're doing these box missions anyway, so I'm not too terribly fucked up about this one not completing, other than the fact that that means I'm gonna have to relog. I like to get it out of my menu without, because you can just delete missions, you know, like abandon missions that you've accepted, but you take a hit to your reputation. And since this one's just, I just can't complete this one, you know, I don't think I deserve that hit to my reputation. I might not relog, I might just leave it in my accepted list and untrack it until, and then, you know, once I log out of the game later, it'll automatically, you know, have the same effect. So I'll probably just untrack it and take another one. Well, shit, I don't know, because what are the chances the next one's broken too? Your gums hurt? Oh, I bet. I bet. I know they were sore last night, and I totally understand.
Landing gear deployed.
Your lasagna hurts as well? I'm very confused. That one I don't get. Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Oh, my lasagna! Dang it. Dang it. I cannot believe I had to be told about an Ed, Ed, and Eddie joke. Darn it. Don't worry. Once I get off the stream, I'll give myself 40 lashes as a result. Maybe I'll do it on stream, you know? Like, shoot. Although I think I might get demonetized for that. But it's got to be compelling content, you know? Come on. Like in Da Vinci's Code, you know? I'll be like that one dude. He was my favorite character from that movie, you know. At least he was a realist, you know. Everybody knows God wants you to flog yourself if you want to go to heaven, you know. It's just an undeniable truth. I mean, am I right here? I think I'm seeing L's in the chat. This just didn't quite go in my way. Oh, and stoned. Oh, Jesus. I'd love to get stoned after the stream. Oh, wait, hold on. We might be talking about two different things. Shit, based on my other streams, I might get stoned during the stream. We'll just see. There's still no red chests. Do you see this bullshit, baby? Yeah, or both. I've been to like 7 different facilities now, and I haven't seen a single red chest in any of them. This is the craziest spawn rate I've ever seen in my life. 30k, broken mission, and no red chests. Not a good look. No, it's red with black. It's like red with a black top. It looks specific. You know, there's a specific look to it. It's not a good look for Star Citizen, guys, you know? But that's why I like to live stream this game, you know what I mean? And not make sugary videos like a lot of people do. It can be boring, but it also gives you a far more accurate depiction of what you're getting yourself into, you know?
Landing gear placed.
In fact, I've only found one white box the whole time. It's not even just red chests that are lacking. There's just no loot in any of these facilities. And it's not like people have come through and looted them before me, because the boxes don't despawn. They're just open instead of being closed. So... Oh, the graphics are amazing. And there's a lot of other great things about the game, but a lot of times it just really doesn't want to cooperate with you in any way. It's in beta, and it's been in beta for like 12 years, so, you know. Probably got another 12 years ahead of it before it actually releases. And we'll track this one, and just leave that other one untracked. Maybe, if this one's broken too, then we're going to at least relog. As long as it doesn't 30k, I'll probably stick with it, because I really want this. I really do want this Vanduul Mask, but it's just frustrating. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be so bad if I was finding any red chests. I wouldn't be this upset about it. But like, literally nothing. Like, I'm just wasting my time. You know what I mean? I've accomplished nothing in the hour and a half we've been playing. You know what I mean? And the amount of times that happens, you know, especially for special events like this in this game, makes it hard to keep going, you know. It's like I could have put an hour and a half into, you know, Cyberpunk and been, you know, like leveled up a couple of times, completed a couple of side missions, maybe a story mission, you know, actually gotten somewhere and done something, you know what I mean? And, or I could have, you know, put an hour and a half into Fortnite and played 5 games of Fortnite and, you know, like, had all sorts of crazy, wacky shit happen and stuff, you know what I mean? But quite often and too frequently, you know what I mean? I was just talking about how stable the update's been, you know what I mean? At the start of the stream, and it really has. But then, you know, every now and then, you know, you just have a night like this where you're only playing for a couple of hours, and the overwhelming majority of that time, at least, was completely fruitless. You know, you didn't accomplish anything, and not through any fault of your own. I haven't crashed, you know, I haven't wrecked it, or, you know, I've made some stupid mistakes, but I haven't actually been punished for them. It's just been the game failing to do its own things. I mean, shit, I could have been even if I was playing Elite Dangerous or No Man's Sky, you know, the likelihood that a bug completely kept me from progressing is very, very low, you know what I mean? It makes it better when you got a bunch of friends to play with, and I've got, you know, I'm a part of an org. I'm actually in Skunk Works, which is Katie Burns' org. She's a YouTuber, makes some of the best curated Star Citizen content on the internet. Really, part of what made me join, but I haven't ingrained myself. It's been a little while since I've had the time during the week, especially, or just during the specific times that they want to run events and training and stuff. Been a while since I've had the time to take part in a lot of it, and I haven't fully ingrained myself in that community to play with everybody super often yet. And honestly, it's just gonna be more people vying for my loot. Once again, not a single red box. Well, red crate, anyway. Of course, there's red boxes. I got this one medical box here as one of my delivery packages. And there's these 2 red boxes, but those are not lootable, you know. And then there's this thing, which is also not lootable. That's just another one of those. So, yeah, another one. And there's not a white box. Once again, just absolutely no loot in this entire bunker. You know what I mean? The 8th one I've been to tonight. And I shouldn't say that, because one of them had 1 white box in it. But... whatever. Yeah, I think they need to fix their spawn rates. I appreciate that box just flying out here for me on its own free will, but unnecessary. You're not supposed to close that fast, door. Quit being an asshole, door. Can I get him straight on? Yes. Well. Quit being an asshole, box. Thank you. Yeah, man. Everybody's on my side, game. They're seeing, they see my complaints, you see? Come on. Act right. Function right. Which, granted, I forgot, we are in 3.17.3 now. We're not actually in 3.17.2 anymore, but 3.17.3, they didn't add anything. There's nothing new, you know? It's just, supposed to be more stable, but I had fewer problems. I mean, early 3.17.2 was pretty broken, but no worse than the start of any update. And I've definitely had a rougher time with 3.17.3 since it launched. I think that's the same time my reversed axis on my fucking controller started too. And that's killed me quite a few times. No, we're not doing that. Another way.
Activated. Quantum drive deactivated.
Actually, we'll hit yellow last. Because that's right by Grim Hex. And I have a feeling I'm going to be about done playing Star Citizen at the end of this mission. Might be wrong. Maybe everything will go right. But honestly, even if I find my Vanduul Mask, that's it. I'm good. I'm done. You know, I'm going to fly that sumbitch straight back to, why can't I jump to Daymar? Why can't I just jump straight to Daymar? That makes no fucking sense. Oh, I can. Okay. There's just something else red around it for some reason. But, yeah, if I find my Vanduul Mask, that's it. I'm flying straight back to Grim Hex, putting it in my inventory, you know. I may go back and finish the mission I'm on or whatever, but dropping everything I'm doing and bringing it back safe. Not risking losing it. Spent way too many hours grinding for it. Come on. Jesus. But, you know, just based on my experience the rest of the night, I expect this to not go well, and my frustration meter to be at about a 9. by the time it's over with. So,
Quantum drive deactivated.
I expect it'll be convenient to end on Yella just so that I can be super close to home. And who knows, maybe we'll go blow up some fucking enemy ships to take out some aggression afterwards. But yeah, if I make it all the way through this one without finding even a single red box, you know, or if the mission breaks, or some combination thereof, I think I'll be too frustrated to continue for the night.
Landing gear deployed.
But man, yeah, when everything goes right, this game is absolutely amazing. Nothing else competes with it, you know. It's just nights like this. Thank you. I'm sure you all saw that, where I was like, where am I supposed to go? Not even spawning. We're kind of screwed here. Stop bouncing. Thank you. You're a spaceship. You're not that bouncy, no matter how low the gravity is. Yeah, it seems like 3.17.3 is just less stable than 3.17.2 was. Which is, you know, something that usually happens at the start of every major update. But the little minor updates in between, typically are not, don't unstabilize the game like this. But man, I have not had this level of consistency on problems. And when I did, it was like me fucking up because of the... Look how bouncy everything is. What the fuck? It seems like they broke the whole physics system of the game, you know? Can you sit still? What the fuck? I can walk halfway through that door. Rough, rough, rough. I should probably just submit this whole stream to CIG as a bug report, you know? Is it an atmosphere thing? Yeah, but I mean, either way, like that's just not how physics works. And it's not typically how physics work in this game, either. It's just... boxes spawning back into my hands after I place them. And once again, as we see, not a single bit of loot to be had. And I don't think that actually... Oh, no, it did accept my delivery. Okay, cool. Alright. Well, there's at least that. Oh, that's my fault. But I appreciate everybody sticking in there. I'm trying to not be so complainy. I apologize. It's just easy to get frustrated, you know. You dedicate time and money to a company like this, and then, you know, they give you this broken-ass product to play instead of at least making sure it's stable. It's cool. It's what it is, you know. Third world problems. I shouldn't bitch so hard, you know what I mean? They're not exactly the same in all the places. There's like 3 or 4 different models, and then even within those models, there's little variations as to like what is actually physically inside of it. Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 different models for different outposts, and the layout of each of those is going to be slightly different.
Landing gear raised.
And then that's how they also randomly place the lootable crates on the inside of them, which I would love to show you, but you know, they're just not spawning. They just don't exist. So I don't know, because that's 9 now. That's 9 facilities I've been to, and I've found 1 white box, 1 lootable white box, no red boxes, and the white boxes don't have anything basically even worth picking up inside of them. I usually go ahead and loot the water and the multi-tools and the medical tools out of them, just because you should basically always have a multi-tool and a medical tool on you if you leave, unless you're just running NPC bounty missions in your spaceship, in which case you should wear the free space suit they give you and nothing else. That way you don't have to feel bad about blowing yourself up at the end of them, because it's just a faster way to get home and restock your ship and shit. Because that, which I really just as a problem with immersion breaking, I wouldn't recommend that if the game wasn't broken. But about 90% of the time, the restock function where you refill your missiles and ammo and stuff just literally doesn't work. It'll take your money and say you're restocked and refueled, but then not actually do it. It'll say it did, but then once you get out to fight and you switch over to missile mode, you'll see that you're still missing most of them, so. Just chilling, flying through space. Yeah, man, I love it. I have a lot of fun with that part of it. It's just when you're trying to complete the limited time stuff, you know, because, like, I can only do this Halloween update until Halloween, you know, and they make it so grindy, you know what I mean? You would have to spend like 50 or 60 real life hours, you know what I mean, in just the month of October to try and get it, you know what I mean? And the overwhelming majority of their player base doesn't have that kind of time on them, you know, so it doesn't make much sense the way they do things. So it makes it extra frustrating, because they literally wouldn't exist without us, and the fact that they make no attempts to make us happy is just rather ridiculous. It's not like other game developers where we would exist at least for a little while because there's some big company backing us. Now, they literally were formed because of a Kickstarter campaign. Like, when I say they wouldn't exist without us, I mean quite literally. There wasn't some investment firm somewhere that signed off on this shit. But man, yeah. It's also impossible to get away from this game, because as y'all have all seen, there hasn't been a single loading screen. I went from waking up in my bed in that space station to walking out and claiming my ship, and I've flown all around this planetary system here with no loading screens, gotten out at multiple locations, and everything updates in real time, you know. As much as I can bitch and moan, you know, there are so many technical marvels about this game that just, you know, are uncomparable to anything else. So, you know, like, as I've tried to say a couple of times, I may be bitching and moaning a lot because things aren't going my way tonight, but it doesn't really take away from the majesty that is Star Citizen. It is fucking crazy. Like, you will never experience anything like it in gaming, at least not for another decade, you know, and they have it right now. So I don't really want to take that away from them. I'm not trying to. Just easy. They just make it really easy to bitch, you know. And after that whole majesty and grandeur is, like, kind of a back thought in your mind. It's easy as an individual to not think about it anymore, but I do need to take time to point that out to y'all. Like, I could just hop in my ship and fly to that planet that I could see, you know, in the distance right now. No loading screens, nothing at all. It's crazy. But 318, whenever they do actually finally release it, I love the real-time aspect as well. Yeah, it's definitely one of the coolest parts. I mean, shit, another player at any point there's 100. Well, actually, I don't know how many are specifically in this server, but you know there are 101 other players, or the potential for like 101 other players. Like real planet layouts, or is it made up? I mean, it's all made up. This is like a made up star system, but they try to model it after like real time. Yeah, they try to model it after real time. Normally they've got a number up here where I can see how many people are in the lobby. But as you can see, all these names over here on the right side of this are real players that are currently in the same server as me. So any one of them could just fly down and blow me up right now, or decide to give me some shit, or ask if I want to party up, or anything like that, which is another thing to keep in mind. There's, you know, almost always 100 or more players flying around in the same game as you that you can or cannot interact with as well. So it makes that real-time aspect even more interesting. And if on any, so some of the bases you may have noticed I haven't been able to pull out my multi-tool and use it to help me during the delivery process, and those I'm pretty safe in, except for people can blow up my ship on their way down to the planet still while they're in their ship. But any of the ones like this one that I'm in now, where I can use my multi-tool to help me with the delivery, that means I can also pull out a gun and shoot. So if I'm here, you know, and somebody comes to fight me, you know, we're gonna have to fight, you know. So, and that's gonna be a real player if it's anybody, and it does happen, luckily, or I don't know whether it's lucky or unlucky, but we haven't had a whole lot of that happen on stream yet, but it's not really all that infrequent. It's probably just more the times I play that makes it seem a little infrequent, since I'm mostly streaming Star Citizen on Sunday nights, and pretty late on Sunday night. Once again, nothing lootable inside that bunker either. So we've got one more bunker left to hit on this mission. I'm not giving up on trying to get the Vanduul Mask. I'll still play some more Star Citizen before Halloween, and try some more to get it, but I just can't do it tonight. If, at least, I may keep playing Star Citizen, but I'm not going on any more of these box missions, you know, when there hasn't been a single red box, you know, literally not even one. What am I doing here, you know what I mean? Missions aren't completing. I got 30K'd out earlier. This doesn't make any sense. We'll go blow some people up, take a little aggression out, you know. We'll probably even do tiny bounties, fight the weak guys. We'll pick on the weak, you know. Although it's not really picking on them because they're criminals, so. And in a world where everybody respawns, you know, in real life, what's the easiest way to arrest a criminal, you know? Just set their respawn point to the prison and then blow their ass up, so. But as I was trying to say earlier, sorry, I forgot about that. The layouts are not real, and they're not directly based on anything real either. Well, yeah, not directly based on anything real, but they do try to base it on like real world atmospheric, or not atmospheric, but astrological data. So what we know based on what we can gather about, you know, planets in our solar system and exoplanets as well. So they try to be as realistic as possible, but you know, that's not necessarily really saying that much considering how little we really know. Hey, at least this is going to be a multi-building facility here, so we've got a decent chance of finding some loot for real. But then again, you know, the first facility we went to was a multi-building one too. And it'll, you know, realistically the whole thing will be made up to me. As long as I find that Vanduul Mask right now, which not really, because this will now be, what, the 11th facility we visited? Or 10th? Either way, way too many to not have gotten red boxes yet.
Landing gear deployed.
But if I can get that Vanduul Mask, it'll basically make up for the whole bullshit. You know, I will still walk away from this stream feeling happy, because that's been my primary goal. I wouldn't even be running box missions right now if I didn't have to go to these facilities to look for them. So, and I got the other two, because there's 3 masks available on the Halloween update. Once I get back to Grim Hex, maybe I'll remember to try them on and show y'all the 2 that I already have. But I don't really give too much of a shit about those. I'm glad I did get them, but they were more of a bonus than the... And we're in an armistice zone. You can always tell. Let's see if I can get my finger to do right. Yeah, up there, right above my head here, where it's got the bullet with the arrow through it. That's the on-screen indicator for being in an armistice zone. So I can't, as you can see, I have my multi-tool in my hand, but I can't actually, I don't know if you can hear my mouse clicking or not, but yeah, can't actually activate it. So if somebody were to land and try to fight us, we'd have to pull out our fists and go to town. You think 10? Oh, you think 10 facilities I've visited. Yeah. Either way, you know, way too many. Normally you don't go 3... Oh, well, there's 2 white boxes here, so I've already doubled my lootable containers at this one place. Oh, no, there were 2. That's right. I have looted 2 white boxes. I've said 1 multiple times, and that's been false. It's actually been 2, but that doesn't fix anything. Normally within 10 facilities like this you would have found at least 6 red boxes, and that's, you know, a rough estimate, but it's pretty close to accurate. And it is random, so it's not like it's impossible, you know, you're guaranteed blah, blah, to get them or anything, but I really should have, you know. And that's not just being a whiny shit, you know. I've played this game a lot and know the spawn rates pretty well, you know. We'll go ahead and take the water and the multi-tools and the medical tools out of here so that we don't have to buy any in the future. save us just that every little bit of money. No water bottles in this one. But there are 3 or 4 other buildings, so we're... Oh! And this mission's broken too, it looks like. Oh no, never mind. It went away on the top of the screen. It's just, for some reason, showing that there's still a... You know what? Let me make sure. Okay, well, whatever. Can't open it. Don't matter. I didn't pay attention to whether or not I got paid, but I can pull up my mission log here in a minute, and if it's gone, then I'll assume that it went properly. Let's see. Although, I feel like there's one less building here than there's supposed to be. We're gonna... No, okay, it's on the other side of that one. Okay, cool. We're gonna go ahead and go over to this little baby building here. This is where you would spawn in ground vehicles, which actually I might go ahead and do. Because fuck it. There is a white box here. Come on, give me at least one red box so I don't sound crazy talking about them. I can actually show chat what I'm talking about. And put a Vanduul Mask in there, you know what I mean, for my troubles. But seriously, at least put a red box. Give me a red box, you know what I mean. We'll go ahead and spawn a ground vehicle, I think.
Welcome to the
We don't want to
ASOP
get
vehicle
too
retrieval
crazy with
system.
this. Cutlass Black. I could spawn a Cutlass Black here? No, actually, I don't think I want to make a claim. Yeah, never mind. We'll do that later. We'll need to use ground vehicles when I introduce Bethany, or Lumiere anyway, to bunker missions soon anyway, which I think will be the next mission type we do. We already ran some bounties together and stuff. We've done box missions. Bounties, boxes, and bunkers are really the 3 main things we got. There are obviously others. Another white box. So at least there's been a lot of these, but I mean, once again, there's just no good loot in them. You know, nothing really worth having. Nothing special anyway, you know what I mean? Yeah, they save you a few hundred, you know, in-game currency here or there, but you can remake everything you spent on those in 1 bunker, maybe 2, or, well, 1 bunker will get you ready to buy 3 or 4 more of each, but, yeah, 1 bounty will get you ready to buy, we'll replace them anyway, and that'll take 5, maybe 6 minutes to do, and isn't usually as buggy, which is one of the reasons I keep saying I'd just do that. I might just do that, you know. But 2 white boxes, just all the white boxes, you know. White box champion, and we got 1 building left to check. Out of 10 facilities. 0 red crates. There's whole orgs that are dedicated to this. Like, they just go around and loot bunker or, you know, like, facilities. And if I had 1 night like this, like I do right now, like I am right now, that would completely invalidate that as a career choice for me in this game, you know? Like, I couldn't put up with this bullshit. Not finding anything in 2 hours of fucking play, you know? Nah. Well, here we go. Somebody just left the Hill Horror Reborn. So this is actually one of the Halloween helmets here. just laying on the ground. We're gonna store it before anybody's got a chance to fuck with us with it. We can go ahead and try it on real quick. Well. Yeah, this is one of the Halloween masks. The other one looks basically just like it, but it's got red on it instead of the green. And it's kind of cool, you know what I mean? I always forget it won't actually let you zoom in where you want to. In this screen, hold on, let me see though. I should be able to. Yeah, that's a little bit better of a view of it. It's kind of cool, you know, it's kind of scary, scarecrowy like, you know, it kind of fits the whole Halloween thing for sure. I'm glad I have it, and now I've got a couple of them, and that's cool, but, yeah. Yeah, we did get one of the masks, but it also means somebody's been here looting relatively recently, because they're not supposed to just spawn on the ground like that. So, decent chance even if, oh, red box! Red crate, we finally got one. Come on, and there's another Hill Horror helmet. Hill Horror Reborn helmet. We'll put in our local inventory, and we just got to remember to empty that out. So we got 2 of these in this one building here. We may run one more box mission after this one, because that has rekindled my hope a little bit. Still got some more rooms to check, but they are these. There's a white box down there. There's usually no loot in these rooms, but every now and then they'll surprise you. I mean, even just finding a white box in here is actually pretty awesome, because you know, like I said, normally don't find literally anything in them. So. Progress, woohoo, hell yes. Indeed. So I got a few of the Hill Horror Reborn helmets. That's good. That's good. Or a couple of them. Well, no, yeah, I will have a few, because there's at least one in back at Grim Hex as well. And then one more room. Haven't been in here yet. And white box. I'm not too terribly disappointed with that, because like I said, these rooms usually don't have any loot in them at all. So. Better than nothing. One water bottle? Is that all that's worth taking out of here? Okay. Weird. Scroll down just to be sure. I mean, I guess I could take the mining lasers. I don't really use them. I don't really do mining much at all in this game, and hand mining for damn sure not, unless I'm in prison. That's just to get out faster. I will be closing my eyes soon. You will still be playing, but I may be asleep. I understand. I appreciate you for tuning in with us tonight, and I'm glad I was able to show you the red box and what I was talking about, so I didn't sound like a crazy person, you know, from all these other red boxes on the walls and everything. But yeah, these are the ones that are lootable. You can probably barely even tell that it's red, but that bottom is, and the top's like black. There you go. Turn on the in-game torch. Rest those eyes well indeed. I love you. I appreciate you for tuning in. Awesome. Night. Love ya. we will, either way, go ahead and head, even though I do already have some of these helmets, we'll go ahead and head back to Grimhex. We may, there's a chance we may eventually find somebody, who has some Vanduul helmets, like more than one, in this update, and would either sell or trade us some, so... I didn't end up, I didn't, dang, there was that one in our local inventory I didn't grab out. Oh well, I'm not going back down. Collect all packages from Daymar, 2 drop-offs on Daymar, 1 on Shellin. That'll be a fine enough one. Come on. I just accepted a mission. You can populate it. Thank you. We'll go ahead and do this one real quick, and I imagine that'll be the end of it. I thought this was all packages picked up in one place. Nope. Dang. Yeah. Cuban mining facility, SD1. Hold on. It was trying to tell me that there were multiple pickup locations. There we go. Nope, still is acting like that, which I do not understand. Well, that's sitting on the shelf where it's supposed to be. I'm not going back over there. I don't know why it's marking it to begin with. Very strange. This mission is probably broken too. That's fine. I don't really give a shit. Spawn me some red boxes, and we'll be fine.
Deactivated. Landing gear raised. Drive activated. Quantum drive deactivated. Quantum drive activated.
How's that cyberpunk character creation going, or have we made it to the actual tutorial yet?
Quantum drive deactivated.
There is another player ship somewhere close to us. If you see that little white dot at the top of the screen, he has chosen the Corpo path. That was what I did for my first playthrough as well. I cannot blame him. Oh my god. And there's somebody here too, actually. My ship is just not doing what I'm telling it to at all. There's 2 ships down here, actually. So that's horrifying.
Hello, and thank you for contacting EDL Landing
I
Assist.
didn't do that. A Constellation Phoenix down here, actually. It's kind of horrifying. Hey guys, don't mind me. I'm just gonna come in and scoop up some packages.
Landing gear deployed.
No, I don't want to poop on your parade. Hopefully they just don't start They can't. We're in an armistice zone. They may take off and blow us up, but they would have to have some real malice to do so. And once again, I really don't care that much, except for the fact that they've probably already looted this place. So yeah, I kind of do, you know. Because then I'll have no reason to go to those other or way to get to those other... Actually, yeah, I could just claim this ship here. So really, it's not that big of a deal. Although I should definitely close this. Since we're pretty confident there's other players around. And if there's not, then we'll probably steal that ship. I have my own constellation, but it's an Andromeda, and the Phoenix is the fancy version, so... Yeah, they've definitely already looted the place. They even looted the white boxes, so... Well... I did not tell it to exit the inventory that time. Oh, or that time, so... Moving too far away from the source of the container, even though I'm sitting here right by it. I guess they want you to be even closer for some reason all of a sudden. I've been much further away from that while looting a container. Sometimes people forget to check the, like, little hidden ones, so... Like, there'll be some on the top of shelves. They don't do it as much here recently, but... used to be really common. They would, like, stick one back here, you know, or something like that. And they'd be, like, barely visible from the front at all, and you gotta be real careful. And that was nice. I actually really liked it when they did that, because I'd often walk into a... Oh! Unlooted red box! Oh, no, that is looted. Never mind. Damn, man. They didn't loot this, though. Or they at least closed it behind them. But yeah, we don't even really lose too much, even if they do decide to blow up our ship, because they can't pull out their gun and shoot at us directly, and it can be very hard to hit a human player from a ship if you don't have very large bombs on board your ship. Oh, did he leave? No, it's still over there. Okay. I think, isn't it? There's something over there. That's not the Constellation, but... There is a ship over there. And they did leave it open. I mean, we could steal their ship, you know. Finish looting. I'm sure, once again, like I said, I'm sure they've looted this whole place just based on all that, but gotta leave no stone unturned, you know. White box open. Oh, red box. Two of them, and they've both been opened. Man. If this was not an armistice zone, I certainly would have blown them up. Not that they actually did anything wrong, but I'm just annoyed that they got here before me, and there's been more red boxes here in this one fucking location than the whole rest of my time on the game altogether, you know? And it's not like I can just, like, write down this place and come here every time, because it's random, you know what I mean? Like, the next time I come here, it won't have the same stuff, you know? Yeah, I can respawn my 125A here, so I don't really care that much, honestly, if they do blow up the ship. I don't have anything on board, since I didn't ever move that helmet over, you know, since I forgot to get it out of my local storage at that last place I was at. It doesn't really matter that much. Go ahead and load this box up. That one's right by the ship, so I'll just go back inside for those two. Even though it's not marking them right now, which is rather strange. Probably just because this one's in my hand. But as y'all saw, there was that one sneaky white box that was on top of the vending machine. Oh, didn't mean to do that. But it's okay. Accomplished the same effect, basically. So, nope, it doesn't even mark that box for us anymore. Seems like this mission is just all the way broken. But that's okay. Cool. We'll go ahead and loot these other couple buildings real quick. And we'll load up the last couple boxes out of that first building there. Check out our last few facilities for the night. And then be logging off. White box, unlooted. That one is looted. I guess they just overlooked that one. So maybe they didn't find a red box back here. Well, there's a white box. And another white box. So they looted 50% of the white boxes in this building here. I'm not even going to loot them anymore because I got so much white box loot on my inventory right now, clogging the shit up. I just don't care. They don't spawn rare shit anyway. And big money. But not really. There are no hiding spots in these little buildings, so even if there is a red box, they would have had to have been idiots to not find it. Well, they may have been idiots because they didn't find the white box that was in here, but... Which, Jesus, that's a lot of tractor beams. I will take those, actually. And just for shits and giggles. We're gonna blow up their ship.
Vanduul Aerospace. All systems.
Oh wait, can I
online.
even... I'm in a armistice zone. Yeah, I don't think I can. Okay. Dang, I wanted to self-destruct it. Grab these last couple packages out of this building here. Head off to those next couple places. Man, those geothermal harvesters are far more pronounced here than what I'm used to. Don't know why an ore mine is purchasing ore from these places. Seems like they're probably not doing their job very well, but okay. All the red boxes in the world here, man, and they just had to get here before me. Isn't that just nuts? I bet you somebody found a Vanduul Mask here, too. I don't want to sit. Drop the fucking package, dude. What the fuck? I think I've got one drop off here and 2 on Daymar, or 2 on Chillin, maybe? I don't remember. No, this is Daymar, yeah. So I think there's 1 pickup here, and then 1 drop off here, and then 1 on Chillin. Is what it is. Pretty confident. But maybe I'm just crazy. And while I'm in Quantum, I need to go ahead and plug my phone in real quick. Oh, that's right. I didn't even plug my charger back in. I also just had to plug in. We are off the game for the night. I'm glad you at least found a mask tonight. Yep. I mean, it doesn't matter, you know. The only one that's left, I'm pretty sure we only, like, That's the whole point, is all these masks carry over into future updates. Like, if they didn't, I wouldn't give a fuck at all, you know what I mean? But you'll spawn with them every time there's an update and a wipe going forward, but I'm pretty sure it's just one of each. I don't think every one you find counts. I could be wrong about that, but... Oh, this is another facility with multiples, and I don't see any players here yet. Now, granted, that does not mean they haven't been here, but... potential good luck here.
Landing gear deployed.
And I've done some grinding for these masks off stream as well, guys. It hasn't just been the times I've been playing with Lumiere. So. Engine cut up. We might be 30K in again, guys. Won't let me shut my engines off. Won't let me stand up out of my seat. Yeah, I think we must be 30K in. That's working for no apparent reason. Oh, there it is. 30K. Just as I pulled up to a facility that I was saying was going to be pretty promising, you know. Which, granted, it's not the first one that we got to. 2 30Ks in one night. Holy shit. That's been, months since the last time I've had that happen. Well, yeah, didn't quite go our way tonight, but I appreciate everybody for stopping by and watching anyway. Once again, sorry for being such a negative Nancy through the whole stream. You know what I mean? I don't really like just bitching and moaning about the game. There's enough of that online as it is. But if the developers don't want people that are playing to be bitching this much, then they really need to see about fixing some of that stability. You know what I mean? And fucking apparently the goddamn spawn rates of fucking red boxes. You know what I mean? I'm not even saying the masks, you know what I mean? Like, if I had found even 5 more red boxes, you know, not counting the ones that were in that one facility there at the end that had already been looted, you know, during those 10 that I did beforehand. If I'd found even 5 more red boxes, you know, even if there were 0 masks, I'd have been fine, you know what I mean? I wouldn't really be bitching that much about it, and I'd be upset about not finding my mask, but just no loot, you know what I mean? Like, I basically accomplished nothing in the, you know, what is it? 2 hours and 10 minutes we've been playing tonight, you know what I mean? And I 30K'd twice. Spawn rates were shit. Had a mission not complete, just right there in the middle for no apparent reason, you know. Just did not go according to plan at all tonight. And CIG really needs to see about doing something about that, or they're gonna, you know, just keep losing players all the time. And yeah, there's always new ones, so they only care so much, but Jumptown is reopening, and the Ninetales are bringing trouble back to Stanton. Oh, okay. So Jumptown. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me read this real quick. I didn't click on Star Citizen Live. Why are you? Wow, and then the link just doesn't even work. Doesn't even take me to the one I actually clicked on. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll put it back on the in-game screen real quick, so I can show you all this. We see the schedule. That way, Lumiere can be ready. Each jump town time listed represents a location rotation, and each location will be open for 24 hours. Wow, hold on. Looks like they're running. Jesus, look at this, guys. And it's Ninetales Lockdown, so we'll actually get a chance to run this event, guys. That's awesome. Basically unavoidably, you know, I'm gonna play during one of these days here for sure. So that's kind of exciting, actually. I'll probably have to go live for that at least. But yeah, Jump Town is gonna be running Tuesday, 10 a.m., 5 p.m. UTC. Okay, 10 a.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. UTC. And they'll run for 24 hours. So, what time is that in our time? I never can remember. Not great with these international times. Never really had to deal with it much. But, doesn't really matter too much. It'll be running, you know, on the 25th, the 27th, the 29th, and the 31st of this month. So at least one of these nights, Lumiere, you're gonna have to log in with me so we can test out my raiding Jump Town ideas I've had. And then potentially we could make you a bunch of money while we're at it, which is something your new account needs for sure. And then Ninetales Lockdown is also one of the better ways to make money, from what I understand. Like I said, I've never done it myself yet, but another reason for you to log in and give it a chance with me. So that's kind of exciting. We'll have that coming up this upcoming week, hopefully. And yeah, let's see what else we can. Bar Citizen, we're coming to you. Dynamic Event Week. Check out This Week in Star Citizen real quick. Even though there'll be a new one tomorrow. I've looked through it, but I was just seeing, I was actually kind of hoping to see something about the the Halloween event. See if there's just something I'm missing here. But, I mean, I found the other two masks, so it seems like kind of got the idea, you know. More comm links. We've got if you all here. Let's see, just do that. Here we go. Day of Vara. That's the And with it comes terrific tidings from the great beyond. All month long, we're celebrating Day of the Vara, both in and out of the verse, and we're just dying to have you join us. With the return of hell-raising horrific helmets and sickening spread of ghoulish green liveries to all the ships in Drake's slaughterhouse, our annual pan-galactic pumpkin carving smackdown, and an all-new video contest chock full of tricks and treats. This year is shaping up to be more shocking and appalling than anyone thought was legally possible. Although, really, all they did was put the mask. See, there's the Vanduul Mask, actually. Hold on, let's see. It's a little bit better there. It's funny to me they just cropped it in there. But, yeah. That's the Vanduul Mask. That's the one we're looking for. He's wearing the Reborn helmet that we already had. Finders keepers, keep an eye out as you pillage in October, as a new black and green version of the Neville Lot mask is available as in-game loot. Plus, you can find the serial killer matching original and alien aping Vanduul Mask in loot containers around the verse too. For a cuddlier approach, the eerie Fieldsbury Dark Bear helmets are available in the Pledge store in all 6 sinister flavors. Knives Out. The pumpkin carving contest returns. I think they actually completed that. It's done already. I'm not a big pumpkin carver myself. Let us see your most terrifying and or hilarious encounters throughout the month by submitting an in-game video. The games that make us scream the loudest will have the chance to win some truly outrageous prizes. Don't miss out on your chance to pick up Drake's iconic salvage ship before its flyable debut in 3.18. I actually got it. I did buy the Vulture. Yeah. I'm super excited for that. Salvage will be a very interesting gameplay mechanic to be added. It's just kind of the biggest new one that's been a new mechanic that's been added in a very long time, so we're excited to see. Let's see, was there anything else in here? What about 3.17.2? That's way past. Or excuse me, 3.17.4. Then new, quote-unquote, major update, since we won't be getting... 3.18 yet. They probably just snuck it into one of the week in reviews or the monthly report or something. I'm not going to dig through each one of those to try and find it, especially not with y'all in chat. So, looks like that's about all we got for you tonight, guys. Sorry about all that, but Jesus, you know, I'm just not going to sit here and fight with 30Ks, failing missions, and non-spotting red boxes. We might actually try a bunker. I heard somebody say that the masks weren't spawning in bunkers during this event, but they didn't say that. So I'll just have to test it myself, I reckon. Probably off stream first, but if I see that the masks are spawning in the red boxes and bunkers, the bunkers typically you have enemies you have to fight, you know, NPCs, but they're not too big of a hassle. So, and they normally spawn significantly more boxes than what the facility, you know, just land facilities do. So, we've probably got a better chance of finding them in there if it'll work for us. So I'll probably test that off stream. And if it works, then we may go ahead and run through some of those and see if we can get it on stream sometime during the week. But we've also got Jump Town we'll need to do, and Ninetales Lockdown, but it looks like we've got into November for that one, so I'm not as concerned. Anyway, I have been TK421, your Nebulous Commander. I appreciate everybody for tuning in and watching the not-so-entertaining content for tonight, but we're going to go ahead and sign out, and I will see you guys next time, whenever that may be. Hope to see you in the verse, and don't forget to use my referral code if you're thinking of signing up. That'll be in the description down below. And send me a friend request in game. Subscribe, and comment on the YouTube channel. And everybody have a great night. See you next time.